Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode. So as you can see by the title, we are going to do the 5 wonderful, useful gifts that you can give to an RVer this holiday season. Now, these gifts here, there's 5 of them. We're going to go up in price. We're going to start with a very cheap, affordable, all the way up to pretty much a little more expensive type item. We're going to start at 10, and I think we're ending, let me look at my notes. Our ending price is roughly about $350. That's the end one. So these 5 gifts are all useful to the RVer, whether you be part-time, full-time, weekend warrior, but also if you're a parent and you have kids that are RVing, these are the best helpful things that you can get for them. And they also fall in that category of, it's not big, they're not bulky, they're not heavy, and they're not going to take up a bunch of room. So stay tuned. We have 5 gifts for you. Wonderful gift idea number 1. And this is roughly about the $10 range. Could be 12, could be 15, depending on how many of these you get. The number 1 item for an RVer is command strips.
I love command strips, and they have so many different things you can get from command strips. They got hooks of different sizes. They've even got like the Velcro. You can hang pictures or different things. They have caddies. We use these caddies all over the RV.
Oh my God, I'm looking at one over here. Our Marcel's in it. It's underneath, and you know, we put our little tidbit stuff in. We
have one in our kitchen cabinet. We have all our like Yeti turbis lids in them. I mean, we just love these caddies. And I mean, there's broom holders and cell phone holders, and there's so many different command items that they make. So you could even just buy a few things for stocking stuffers, or you could get like a caddy and put a bunch in it and make a little basket for somebody.
Yeah, good idea, good idea.
I mean, when you go to the command section, you'll be amazed at how many things they make. And what's awesome is they just stick on the wall, so you're not drilling into the wall of the RV.
So that's perfect. So yeah. I like the basket idea. Mm-hmm. So if someone just got a new RV and they want to hang, command hooks, strips, everything. So if you have someone who just bought an RV, like a lot of people we're seeing who are buying RVs in these COVID times to get out, a basket of command strip is like a sweet little thing. So.
I still buy them, even though we've been in here almost 2 years. I mean, we just never know what you're going to need it for. You may want to move something. So yeah, command hooks, number 1, definitely.
Awesome. All right, so that was the first one, command strip. Roughly about 10, could be a little bit more depending on how many you buy. Mm-hmm. Number 2, awesome, useful gift for your RVer this holiday season. And this falls in the $20 realm. This one, we can't stress how important this thing is. This thing has saved our butts for the past 2 years, saved us. Have we had that thing longer?
Probably, yeah. We had it with the old RV.
With the old RV. So 2018, we've had this book. Now, there's a new one out. So, but when you see ours, it doesn't come like this. So what we're talking about is the best $20 gift. And it's called The Next Exit Book. Now, as you can see, it is pretty beat up here. I mean, the paper's mashed up, and this is because it gets stuffed in between the seat and the center console, and also because we use it whenever we travel. I mean, it is out all the time. I mean, there's tape holding this page together, so
yeah, we need a new one.
we need a new one. So they come out with one every year. So what Next Exit is, it's basically, picture the old school days before Google and Google Maps and all that. We had atlases, and you had to go in and kind of look what exit was where and whatnot. This book gives you what's at every exit, whether it be a gas station, a food station, a rest stop, or whatever. So
this is my Bible as the co-pilot in the truck.
Yeah.
He'll tell me, we're getting low on gas, whatever, and I pull this up and I'll look to see where we can stop and get stuff.
So, for example, this says Naples, this says Estero, this is Interstate 75, and these are all the exit numbers. And then you can see here, we've been here. Renee's put some notes.
Oh, you're not going to be able to read my notes.
Oh, I got to put my use for gas, Taco Bell access, and Zaxby's big shopping mall to park. And she has circled here JCPenney. So that tells me, just as the driver, we went to JCPenney's at a big mall, because it says here there's Costco's, Dick's Sporting Goods, a GNC, a Target store, and there was a Taco Bell and Zaxby's. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, when you're towing a 38-foot travel trailer like we are, or if you're in a Class A and you have a toad behind, you know you're not going to go to the drive-thru, and you know not every restaurant has an easy access for us. So Renee finds these big shopping malls that have like a restaurant or something across the street. We'll park, walk across the street, and we're safe. Also gas stations. Something here that's really, really cool. The red, it'll show you if the item is in red, that means it's diesel friendly, right?
RV friendly.
RV friendly. So it says Love's RV friendly.
But it does say in there somewhere diesel, if it has diesel.
Yeah, some of them say, DSL, diesel. So super, super helpful for the RVer that's constantly on the road. Yeah, can we just order another one on Amazon, please? Let's get rid of.
Yeah, this was.
That's. Okay,
I can't even see what.
Yeah, don't even. Yeah, all right, screw that. All right, let's go to number 3. Number 3.
Oh, can you pause it?
Pausing. Number 3. Now this one is going up in price. This is around the $50. I think it's 45. 44, 45. This one also has an option to go up. We got this because we were moving pretty much every week. Mm-hmm. And we constantly, moving every week, we needed a place to stay all the time. So when we first started RVing many years ago, we found something called Passport America. Now, Passport America, really quick, is a club.
Yeah, membership.
Membership club that gives you 50% off on campgrounds. Also with Passport America, you do get a very big, thick book of all the locations. But I'm going to have Renee explain a little more about what Passport America is.
Yeah, Scott was saying it's like a membership. You pay, for the year, it's $44. You can do 2 years for $79 and 3 years for $109. And this is a very small list of the campgrounds. You can go on the website and see them all. But you just, you sign up, you pay the $44, and then you go on the website and you can see all the campgrounds that are in the program. And it's half off. There's different rules for each campground. And we do have a video where we go over more in depth of this. If you are curious, we'll have Scott link it.
Yeah, we'll link that up here.
Where you can watch the video where we go more in depth. But anybody that RVs, especially during the week, this is an awesome gift. We use this all the time. For $44 and to get half off in one stay, you'll get your money back from it. So. And
our first stay that we did in 2018 was in Alabama or somewhere.
I don't know if that was our first. We stayed one place and we already saved $200 on that one.
Just the first visit, so automatically it already paid for itself. And with us staying at a place pre-COVID, we used to stay at one place for a week at a time. So we were there for the weekday. Mm-hmm. And it was great because we got to use the Passport America price for Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday you pay the regular rates, which is acceptable because that's the busiest time. If you could save some money for full-timers, gas and lodging or RV site pay is your two most expensive fees that you use, or the most things that you spend your money on. Number 3, for $44 for a year is Passport America. Check it out. There's a website there. We'll also have a link down below of for where you can register for Passport America. And if I'm not mistaken, if we do, I'll put a referral code down there.
I think we have one.
We have one. If we can dig one up, we'll put it down below the link as well. All right. On to number 4. This is where we get into guy stuff. All right, guys, number 4. Here we go. This is going to help out whoever drives, or let me just say that, whoever backs in the RV. I don't have it personally on me because it is mounted on the RV right now. So number 4 at $150 is the Level Mate Pro. And if you don't know what a Level Mate Pro is, it is a relationship saver. But it's also fun. So guys, if you're backing in the RV, It is so cool because you put this little module inside your RV somewhere and you get an app. And I'm going to put pictures here up on the screen, or actually over here on the screen. And you put your parameters in of how many axles you have and your height, your length, and what side you're driving on, because I guess it works in the UK if you're on the other side. And when you go to a site and you back in, it'll automatically tell you in red and green, you're off by this much, you're off by this much. Okay, if you go back and forth and you find out it's still off, you could put your Anderson leveler blocks underneath the tire or your pieces of wood, however you do it. I suggest the Anderson leveler blocks. We don't have that on the list, but I will put a link down below. And you can just, you'll be in your truck, you hit the gas to go forward to get up on the block, and then all of a sudden it'll go green. And you're like, cool, green. Put it in E, or hit the emergency brake, put it in park, and then you can unhook and you know it's level without using the actual physical level. It's just so awesome to use, and it's just so fun. So it's called LevelMate Pro. It's a leveler, or not a leveler. It's just a level indicator to tell you that if you're level, front to back, left and right.
And this is for only travel trails, right? Because fifth wheels would have...
Yeah, fifth wheels have, and yeah, if any RV that doesn't have auto leveling, like some of your fifth wheels and most of your big Class C, Class A's have auto leveling. So if you don't have auto leveling, like in most travel trailers and some fifth wheels, it is a huge help. So number 4, LevelMate Pro at $150. Let's take it up one more notch for the 5th and final gift. The 5th and final, it's kind of like 5 and then 5.1. So there's kind of like 5.5. There's almost 2 of these, but they're in the same category. So this one, the first one I'm going to talk about, is roughly about 300 and what did I say here? $350, $345. I'm looking at my notes. This is a lifesaver. This thing will save you. Oh, I don't even know how to say it. It just saves you. It's so useful. I use it more than I thought. Yeah, I'm talking about an air compressor. We bought the Viair constant duty onboard air compressor. You can see the pictures here of how I have it mounted. This thing, even though it was $350, it was super easy to install, and so far we've used it a lot more than I thought. Especially I have because I ride mountain bikes and road bikes and stuff, so I use it to inflate my tires. If I go mountain biking somewhere and someone gets a flat tire, or
somebody just driving on the road, you've helped.
Yeah, someone on the side of the road, they had a flat tire, and I said, hey, you're changing your tire. They're like, no, we just have a slow leak, we need to get off. So with an onboard air compressor, you have this little air compressor, and I have that, as you can see in the pictures over here, in the front of the bed, I have a compressor. Now there's a hose that goes to a 2.5 gallon reserve tank that gets filled up with air. From there, I have an air chuck that goes underneath and out the back where the license plate is, and I have that quick release that I can hook up a regular air compressor hose. I bought a 75 or 50 foot hose because from the back of the truck, I can hit all 4 tires on the RV and hit all 4 tires on the truck. It does come with a hose, but it's very short and it's very brittle. That is an extreme one. It's called the Viair Constant Duty Air Compressor System. If you don't have that option and you just want a regular air compressor, Viair also makes another small air compressor that you can put in a bag. And that model is the 400P. This is a great little air compressor. It fills up tires to 150 PSI. It comes in a sweet little carrying case, hooks to your, it's got alligator clips to your battery. So if you need to pump air into your RV tires, you just hook up to your battery on the RV with your alligator clips. You let it run up and it just start pumping away. The reason why I like the onboard is it goes up to 200 PSI, but it's constant duty, meaning it's made to run a little heavier, a little harder, where I can fill up these tires and just run it.
Now, isn't there, this is more your department than mine, but like we couldn't just pull into like a Tom Thumb to fill up tires, we need like the truck stops because of the PSIs we need.
Ah, good call. So on some regular gas stations where they have these gas fill stations, they really don't have the capacity to go higher than above 65 PSI. So if your tire rating is like ours is 110 PSI on the RV. It's because we have the Saloon 14 ply tires. So if you have to go above 80 pounds, 75, 80 pounds, most of the time a standard gas station air compressor won't be able to handle it. It'll stop at 65 pounds. The reason why is for the average person who doesn't, there may not be a gauge on there and they don't want to overfill and have a tire explosion and then be liable for that. So they basically limit to like 65, 70 PSI. Now that'll get you home if you have a tire leak, but if you're just low on air and you want to max it up because you have a max load in your RV, you're not going to be able to get to that 80 to 100 PSI. That's why we carry it around. Also, too, if we are on the side of the road and we get a puncture and my TPMS system says, hey, you have a slow leak, I don't want to change the tire on the side of the road if I don't have to, but at least I can fill up that tire, top it off, get off the freeway, get somewhere safe, and boom, you're done. And if you have kids and you go to a place and you have all the inflatables in the world and and then all of a sudden you get lightheaded and you pass out, at least for this, you can have all the little adapters and you just, boom, blow it up. Come here, Johnny, give me your unicorn. Blow it up. Boom, next. You know what I'm talking about?
I think it's just a guy thing to be cool to have it in the back.
Well, yeah, hello. So I hope you found those informational. So if you're someone who has friends who RV, and you're looking for something for them for the RV, hopefully one of those 5 things worked. And again, if you're a parent and you have kids that are going out on the road, hopefully one of those 5 things help as well. I know any of these 5 items that we have, now that we use them, I really don't want to be out without them. Even the command strips. Because
everything in the RV, I don't think anything's drilled into the wall.
No, nothing's drilled into the wall, but the command strips are just so helpful for the organization. And, like we have the vacuum cleaner on it, we have a broom hung on it, we have our umbrella under there, the mop. Things that you use at home when you have a brick and mortar house, you're just like, we're going to screw this and put it in. The next exit book. I can't even tell you how much that saved our butts on the road. Passport America, that just saves us on money as full-timers. Again, top 2 expensive is fuel and lodging, and if you can save 50% on lodging, that'd be great. Levelmate Pro, that's a fun guy thing to use, and it
Girls try.
Or a girl, sorry.
We know girls that back in.
I know.
Let's be equally fair.
All right, got it. So whoever backs in is it's really fun to use. So if you're a tech nerd or you just want something that takes a little bit of stress off of an operation, Levelmate Pro. And then going on to the compressors, everyone, man, it's really, really good to be self-sufficient. There's not always going to be a gas station right around the corner where you happen to get a flat tire or a slow leak. If you get a nail in that tire and you have a slow leak and you got to make it 10 more miles or you travel at night and a gas station's closed or a service center's closed, pump up that tire, keep going. It's low again, pump up that tire. You may just make it to your RV site with an air compressor. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little holiday gift idea video. We use each one of these items and we will not be without them. For sure. We will not be without them, especially...
I think they can tell we use this.
Just put that down.
It's not all nice and shiny.
Well, it's nice and shiny because we have packing tape wrapped around it. All right, guys. Scott and Renee, up for the journey. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you like it, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button. We've been posting videos every Monday at 12 o'clock. So when you're getting back to work and it's lunchtime and you're like, I got to go back to work, you can pop on a quick 15-minute video that we have for you. Maybe we can put a smile on your face and just go, oh, I can't wait to go RVing. Guys, we'll see you next Monday. Have a good one. See you later.